What's going on, boys? Mick here, back with another video, and as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about something I've been thinking about for a while, and that is Call of Duty's master plan that I can see unfolding, or what they think is a master plan. It's just going to be another bullshit title flop, but we're going to get into that in the video. What I want to discuss on then in detail is what Call of Duty are planning to do with Modern Warfare 4, what we know about Modern Warfare 4, and why it will inevitably fail.
You're still a failure! Failure! I can smell the failure!
If you're like me and you've been playing this recent Black Ops 7 title, especially when we're looking at the campaign, you'll notice that it is the goofiest, silliest, strangest Call of Duty we've seen yet. That's not to mention Warzone and the carryover of the operator skins that are just completely so out of there that you honestly think the world's playing a prank on you and all of this is fake. To get a real understanding of what Modern Warfare 4 is going to be, or what we believe it's going to be, we're going to look at some reliable leakers and some information that we have about the game, so let's get into that and have a peek. Ghost of Hope, another reliable leaker, like I said, he's got stuff right in the past, definitely something we want to listen to. Believe he might be talking to QAs, game testers, stuff like that. So there's going to be tons of visual recoil, no ninja or mini-map red dots, similar mechanics to MW2, except perks will not be normal and not, or will be normal and not charge up. Basically MW2 2.0. If you remember the MW2 release that we had, it was slower, sluggish movement, more visual recoil, definitely a more realistic, grounded Call of Duty approach. Don't think it was received too well from the community, despite people's outgoing opinions about how the game is just too fast and too jumpy, but not really a well received title if I remember correctly.
This sucks. Yeah, it really sucks.
Now if we pair this with what we know about Modern Warfare 4 and also what we know about the Battlefield 6 release that we just recently had that absolutely swept COD under the rug. You know, Call of Duty didn't help themselves in this, but everybody was looking for something that was like what we had before. That more grounded approach, casual approach, something fun, realistic, high effort game that people were looking for in Call of Duty that just wasn't getting in the years that we've had these releases. All in all, I think we can look at Modern Warfare 4 as Call of Duty's clawing back with popularity, trying to go back to what people are asking for, what people are complaining about, what Battlefield has given people, and that's why we're going to see this more grounded MW2 release. In my opinion, Modern Warfare 4 will be a hard callback to what we've got now. If we contrast that to what we've had recently and what we have at the moment, it is clear to me, and this might be just a theory, but they have made this one as silly and as ridiculous as possible so that the hype train when Modern Warfare 4 is announced is even more rapid, even more strong. Everybody's going to be jumping on this hype train, COD is back, all this stuff. Trust me, they are using this game as a contrasting point to make Modern Warfare 4 look even better than what it is, and what it is going to be shit. It's going to be another terrible release, and I'll tell you why. So as we talked about previously, the visual recoil's changing, the grounded approach, I'm sure the maps are going to be reworked. You know, in my opinion, they should make something completely original. I'm sick of seeing remakes and reworks of shite. Well, I'm going to get straight into it here. Call of Duty's main problem and why it sucks every year and people are dying off and wanting to try different games is SBMM. Skill-based matchmaking is the biggest issue with a video game like Call of Duty. Now, it is perfect in ranked playlists or competitive playlists where people do want to be matched with each other. You know, people want that challenge. I did have a full section where I drew everything out on MS Paint and had a big diagram and showed how skill-based matchmaking was one of the worst things they ever had in the Call of Duty. As I thought that was insane behaviour, just drawing stuff out, as that section was way too long, I'll just bullet point what I thought was important. Now in Call of Duty, the people that are spending money on COD points and battle passes are general customers, so in their eyes, the more customers, the more people playing, the better. People that stop playing the game might be because they're having a bad time, and if they're having a bad time, it's due to their matchmaking. Now if people are dying over and over to sweats in their games, they're going to start leaving, they're going to start uninstalling, and then they are no longer spending money in the store.
My God! Yeah, that's what happens. Where's my money?
Now I have no data to back this up, but in my opinion, a lot of young kids that play this game that maybe don't have the awareness or the skill, they're spending most of the money in the store because the skins are more attractive to kids. Well, I know there's a lot of adults out there that like to decorate their character and spend COD points. The fact of the matter is, less customers, less money in the store, worst market share for Activision in the space. What does that mean for us then? That means that our lobbies have to be balanced to maintain the customer base, to keep as many customers as possible. So every time we log into a match, we are put into games regardless of connection being the second thing that they think about, games with people that are at our skill level. Now this might sound like a good idea in theory, but the reason this doesn't work is because people like me and people out there who are above average at the game with good KDs that have a lot of experience with Call of Duty, you know, I've been playing it for 15 years. People like us, we're going to suffer because if any time we feel like maybe having a casual game, maybe a couple beers, sitting down playing some Call of Duty regular, it's just not going to happen. Our skill-based matchmaking is set, our hidden elo is set, and anytime we want to play a game, it's going to be skill-based matchmaking first, then connection, and before you know it, you're halfway through a game getting back shots from score streaks and people screaming in game chat like they're on the front lines, getting absolutely decimated, and guess what? We're not having fun. In my opinion, ranked playlists and these competitive playlists were supposed to be the thing that separated casual gamers from ranked gamers, but now because of how sweaty gaming has got, Twitch streamers and meta gamers, casual playlists have turned into the sweatiest playlists you can find. I mean, an example of this is Warzone Casuals. I tried playing that before, you know, doing some camos and stuff, and you get 4-stack like esports scumpy running around decimating lobbies. Now the reason I have a problem with skill-based matchmaking is because it comes first before connection, so connection should always be what we look for, especially for people who don't have the best internet, you know. It also takes away the casual aspect of the game and removes the fun from it. You know, if you finish a match of hardpoint or domination in a casual playlist, chances are when you're finished you're going to have to take a shower. The reason I'm mentioning all this, and to kind of come back to what I was talking about at the start of Modern Warfare 4's grand master plan to bring back COD, bring back its player base, bring back the hype.
We are back, baby. We are fucking back.
It is going to use Black Ops 7 as that, you know, contrasting point of look how silly this was, COD is back, here comes the hype, and we're going to see player numbers like we've never seen before. Mark my words, Modern Warfare 4 is going to be one of the biggest launches of Call of Duty. Mainly because there's that missing out aspect of people who gave up this year and kind of miss Call of Duty and have that itch to scratch, stuff like that, but we are going to see a massive launch. Now all that being good, they're going to change how the game runs, change the recoil, the movement, slow everything down, go for that grounded approach like we said, but that's fine. Fact of the matter is, skill-based matchmaking is here to stay, it's going nowhere. Call of Duty did a rug pull with Black Ops 7, trying to claim that there was no skill-based matchmaking or it was minimally considered. I'll tell you right now, it's maximally considered, if that even is a word. I tried joining games before in those playlists and it was almost like there was I felt like there was a commentator for my matches at some point. It was that sweaty. This is basically what I've been saying from the start of this video. The Grand Master Plan, the hype is back, everything's going to be great. But the one thing that killed COD and will continue killing COD is skill-based matchmaking, and it's going nowhere.
I'm not fucking leaving!
Look, with all the shady stuff that skill-based matchmaking has been involved in, with like patents and Call of Duty Lion, all that stuff doesn't really matter. Look, bottom line is, maybe I'm in a bubble, maybe I'm too good for the noob lobbies and not good enough for the sweat lobbies, who knows, but skill-based matchmaking is one of the worst things I've ever experienced in gaming. It takes away that fun and casual aspect that was always good about Call of Duty. I remember playing Black Ops 2 growing up, and you know, granted I was probably better at Call of Duty back then, but I was decimating lobbies every game, swarms, it was brilliant fun. Now, well, to summarise this video anyway, skill-based matchmaking has ruined Call of Duty. It's completely divided the player base, it's prioritised money over customer concerns. And that's not even getting to the start of all the problems Call of Duty have had recently. Listening to customer feedback is probably one of the worst things Call of Duty have ever done. They not only do they not listen to the customer, but they blatantly ignore their requests. The purpose of this video is just to kind of like have a mark in time where I'm predicting something. So I am predicting a massive hype train for Modern Warfare 4, backed off the end of this one. It's going to be farmed completely, it's going to have a massive trailer, it's going to be grounded. I'll even put this one in for you, the clean house mission that we had in Modern Warfare 2019, they're going to do another one of those. This is going to be an absolute antagonist to Battlefield 6, it's going to be grounded, it's going to be back, it's going to be Call of Duty, but the SBMM is going to be ramped up even harder than it is this year. All in all, just remember that everything Call of Duty does in the future and with this title is going to be planned and thought about and predicted. This is not what the customer or the consumer has been asking for, it's just going to be what they think is the best way to make money and to dig up that market share that they lost last year. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, maybe you agree or disagree with some of my points, or maybe want to add something on, I'll always reply to anybody that wants to leave a comment down below. Anyway, I do enjoy making these videos as a hobby, so thanks to anybody that does bother watching these. I appreciate you guys a lot, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks.